Okay. Alright, so Taurus, we're going to see what you can expect, what's going on. We'll flip this one. Taurus, let's see. Alright, so Taurus is saying you have a lot of new ideas. It's like 1 minute you're certain on what you should do or the path you should take, and then the next minute you feel inadequate. Like you feel like you don't have the resources or the time, the energy, maybe the focus to pursue these things and to make them materialize for you into something tangible, into your physical reality, into your physical existence and reality. It's saying these new ideas, you actually need to move forward with them. You need to capitalize off these new ideas because they're going to bring you the abundance you're looking for, that prosperity, allow you to really express yourself creatively. The Hermit card being reversed is saying that you have done a lot of planning, you have done a lot of self-reflecting, alone time is okay. So it was not recording it. The Hermit mode is speaking on the fact that you need to come out your comfort zone, put these plans into actions, these dreams and goals, whatever you desire. You need to work towards manifesting this for yourself. Queen of Pentacles reverse is speaking on the Queen of Pentacles is speaking on the fact that you need to focus on your financial foundations and stability at this time. You need to focus on your overall growth, what's coming to you, the benefits that are becoming to you as well. So it's saying when you get discouraged and you feel like you shouldn't proceed with what you're doing, or you feel like it's not going to pay off for you in a big way, it's saying think of, for one, why you started, and think of how you're going to feel once you get that, or once you receive what you're working toward. It's saying don't allow this to stress you out though, so take a lot of time for yourself. Make sure you're balancing how much you work and how much you show yourself personal care, how much you do for yourself, as in like separate from your career and separate from financial stability, what you give to yourself as in joy and happiness. The Four of Pentacles reverse is also speaking on the fact that you, like I said before, about doing more for yourself. That card represents that. It's saying you take care of your financial responsibilities, so make sure you're spoiling yourself every now and then. It's saying it's okay for you to work hard to pay bills and to make sure things are taken care of, but you also need to make sure you're taken care of as well. Like, do things and then don't question it. Do things for yourself. Like if you take care of responsibilities, you pay your bills and things like that, and you know you have to do it, you're obligated to do that. It's saying also look at yourself as an obligation. Like, okay, I'm going to take this Friday and I'm going to go buy myself this. Whether it's just buying a clothing item, buying you something to eat, taking yourself out to eat. It's saying make sure you're spoiling yourself for all the hard work you put in. You're not just working just to work. It's saying you deserve to enjoy these benefits as well. I mean, you're not working just to pay bills, so make sure you are pouring that same love and attention into yourself so you don't burn yourself out. It's saying things will get better for you if you allow it to. Taurus, you received death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. For some of you, this is speaking on literal death, as in someone recently passed away for you. They want you to realize that, passed away in your life. They want you to realize that they left their physical body, but still being a spirit and being a soul. They'll be around you and with you regardless. Anywhere you go, they'll be right there. So you really shouldn't grieve. I'm not going to say you really shouldn't grieve, but don't grieve the loss of their physical body, because technically they're not gone. You just can no longer see them. That's what it's saying. And then the other meaning for the other half of you, I feel like for the majority of the collective, this death card is represent endings. This is representing endings as in like jobs coming to an end, relationships coming to an end, friendships coming to an end. Whatever's ending, they want you to allow this to go so that not only you can appreciate this more, but you can look forward to these new beginnings. Anything that he's going to take from you is going to be replaced with something better. So don't make the mistake of holding on to something that he's telling you to release, because you're then telling him you don't deserve something better. You don't want anything better. Even though you may feel like you want what you currently have, if he's telling you it's time to part from it, then it is. It's saying never mistaking your greed or lust for something with what you're actually supposed to have, because anything you're supposed to have, he'll make that known. It'll be sent to you. It'll be given to you. Anything that's resisting you and he's trying to pull it away from you is something that's not yours at that time or no longer yours. So whether that's friendships, relationships, connections, it's saying you need to not hold on to things that shouldn't be held on to, especially if they don't want to be held on to. You're doing more damage than what you are doing good. You should genuinely, if a connection wants you, whatever it is, like I said, whether it's a relationship or career ventures, whatever it is that wants you, or whatever it is that you want, you'll know if it's divinely sent, if God sent this or prepared this for you, because it'll want you back. If you're dealing with something or someone who's not wanting you, it's because that's not for you. That wasn't yours to keep. That wasn't yours to have. A lot of the times we mistaken it, and we ruin our own happiness by settling. So it's saying anything that's trying to be stripped from you at this time, you need to allow it to happen. Don't grieve over it leaving. Don't grieve over no longer having this, because something shortly is going to replace it. And I feel like you're going to be happier with what's going to replace it. Like, you're not going to look at it how you are currently. You're not going to look at this as being an issue. You're going to look at it as, okay, I understand why y'all had to take that from me, and I'm glad I allowed it to leave, because now I have something better coming to me. For a lot of you, I feel like it's a relationship. You received 3 of these. I feel like it's a relationship. It's saying you're wiser now and you're back in your power. So that person could have been taking advantage of you or taking advantage of your kind nature, but it is saying you are wiser now, because not only have you went through this in the past with other relationships, but I feel like you've been through this with this person in the past. Like, this relationship is, for the majority of you, it was with an ex. It was with someone you tried to be in a relationship with multiple times. The Power and Wisdom card is speaking on the fact that you now have control over this situation, because you see what it is what was holding you back. You see what it is that you have to change, as well as what was attracting those individuals to you, or what was attracting you to those type of people. That the wisdom part and the power is saying when y'all end these, for those of you who are still with this person and in this connection, it's saying when you end that connection, you bring an ending to it, you're going to receive power, because you're going to be back in control over your life and what you deserve, like what you want to attract, the type of life or relationship you want to be in. It's saying wisdom is going to come from that, because you're going to realize, okay, this situation didn't work out for me, but it's not saying the next one won't. Or maybe this is something I continue to do in a relationship that attracts these type of individuals to me. These people who are needy, who want to latch on to me, who want to manipulate me for their gain. And then for some of you, like I was saying, speaking on these endings and something being stripped away, is speaking on your career and jobs. It's saying you need to venture out into something else, whether that is another career, pursuing another career, or pursuing something you've always considered doing. It's saying now is the time for you to make that transition. Allow these endings. If you've lost a job recently, it's because it's going to take over, like something new. I feel like a lot of you are going to start pursuing your purpose. Something new is coming to you because you allowed these endings. You didn't hang on to what you thought you needed. It's saying for those of you who do want to pursue multiple things at once, don't overwork yourself, don't tire yourself out, because if you don't have the energy to pursue it, it's going to be poor quality work. So it's saying you'd rather pursue one thing and know it's quality than pursue 20 different things and have to split your energy, and then, excuse my language, but you have, have putting in effort. Reconciliation. Okay, so yeah, for Taurus, that's telling me that a lot of you did go back to an ex. It's saying reconciliation came to that connection between you and that person. So it's saying this is the person that you need to detach from. This is the situation, that job, that career that you need to detach from. It's saying that you went back to this. So that's what's telling me that a lot of you are dealing with relationship issues. Relationship issues, friendships, or jobs, careers, but mainly relationship issues. You've given someone else a chance that showed you in the past that they didn't deserve it. And I feel like you're starting to realize your worth more. You have new ideas as far as what you want, how you want your life to be. You receive trust, so it's saying you couldn't trust this individual because of the betrayal they put you through before. Yeah, I feel like the wisdom in this speaking on you having power is you being back in control over your life, being back in control over what you want to happen, not only in this connection, but what you want to happen in general, pursuing new connections, pursuing new relationships moving forward. It's saying you never have to feel like you need to settle just to have someone, and never take yourself back to old connections and situations that weren't feeding you in a positive way just because you feel like it's something. It's like you have a what's better than nothing type attitude. It's being with this person that's not treating me right is better than nothing. And it's saying you should respect yourself more. You should have more love for yourself than to sit there and settle like that. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. For those of you who are dealing with family members, issues with them, it's saying bring love into that situation. Like I said, half of you is dealing with close friendships or family issues. It's saying you need to try to put yourself in that individual's shoes before you maybe judge them unfairly, or before you come off as being judgmental towards them, or come off as being judgmental to what they've had to deal with. It's saying even though they may be doing something that you wouldn't have done, it's saying try not to judge them unfairly. Try to understand. Even if you don't accept the behavior or whatever was done, try to understand this person, or understand why they could have done what they did. Don't allow yourself to carry around burdens of something you probably have no control over. Yeah. You receive happy family, reconciliation, not worrying or stressing. The happy family is speaking on things turning around, getting better for you. And then as you can see right here with reconciliation, and the happy family card is showing everybody coming together. It's showing basically reconnecting. So I feel like a lot of bonds are going to be fixed. A lot of you are actually going to, because you walked away from this relationship that wasn't feeding you in a spiritual way and it wasn't good for you. A lot of you are going to walk into a good relationship that's actually going to, and then this right here, all three of these connect. It's saying you're going to walk into a relationship where either y'all will have children together, or you both have children separately, and y'all are going to come together and make this new family. It's saying whoever this is speaking to, whoever recently got in a relationship and y'all had children together, or you had a child, that person had children, y'all came together, whoever just recently created some sort of family ship, it's saying it's going to benefit you. It's saying this is a positive change. This is a positive change you've made. A positive choice in life. Things coming to you like a blessing, good things. The happy family card upright. The happy family card upright is speaking on being close. Yeah, it's speaking on being close. Not only with family members, but close knit. Like being empathetic. Speaking of support. Taurus, right now, if I were to break this reading down into a quick layout or a quick storyline, there's a lot of confusion and different things going on in your reading. So for quite a few of you, it's a power struggle. You're going back and forth between someone. A lot of you are going back and forth with a job, a career, something you want that's becoming harder and harder to receive or achieve. You have a lot of new ideas that you're not pursuing. Overworking yourself, not showing yourself enough self-love and self-care. It's hard for you to trust in others. It's really just Taurus right now. Speaking of confusion, if I would sum this up in one thing, one word, it would be confusion. It's saying mentally y'all are everywhere at this time. And it's not saying anything bad about y'all. It's just saying like you versus you, your mindset. It's hard for you to check out, like not overthink everything. And it's saying quite a few of you could be dealing with that.